Hello and welcome to the BVB update for August 16th. I'm Stefan Wutzko, and in this format I cover all Borussia Dortmund news of the day and other shenanigans. And yes, I'm back from my vacation. I'm very happy to be back because today, what a dream, I can start with absolute filthy clickbait because Borussia Dortmund have been in contact with Cristiano Ronaldo. Yes, Marco, I understand the excitement, but only according to Spanish newspaper AS, there was contact between Cristiano Ronaldo and Borussia Dortmund. And let's ask Marco Reus about the probability of this particular move.
Zero, my friend, zero.
Exactly. And Bild also write, as of course they write about this rumor because it's too juicy and too clickbaity to not write about it, but they write very much so that there's absolutely nothing to it. So we can now cover hard facts, and that is of course that Bynoe-Gittens today extended his contract until 2025. And that is good news in part for Borussia Dortmund because they of course want to extend with such a hot young talent as Bynoe-Gittens is, who just turned 18 years old a couple of days ago. There have been reports by Sport 1 and Sky that his deal with his 18th birthday would automatically extend until 2026, but that was not the case. And Ruhrnachrichten write that Borussia Dortmund wanted to make it a 5-year deal, but that Bynoe-Gittens and his agents had other ideas. So the problem here is of course that with his deal running until 2025, and so is Jude Bellingham, so there's a very good chance that Borussia Dortmund will lose both of their English stars in 2024. And it is a shame that you will most likely not see Bynoe-Gittens play for Borussia Dortmund beyond his 21st birthday, but so are the realities of Borussia Dortmund financial constraints, and I don't think that selling Bradley Fink will really alleviate much of any financial strain that Borussia Dortmund might experience right now, as they have scraped the barrel to afford even Anthony Modeste, if we're honest. And yeah, that is news that broke obviously today, that Bradley Fink, the under-23 striker, is on his way to FC Basel. He of course joined Borussia Dortmund from FC Luzern in 2019. He is 19 years old now and he does not really have a perspective at Dortmund. So this kind of makes sense. Ruhrnachrichten, when they broke the news in the afternoon, said that he's already undergoing his medical or on his way to it. The transfer fee will be below 1 million euros, and according to Ruhrnachrichten, Dortmund already have his replacement lined up and will present him before the end of August. And with that, we can move on to more news about potential players leaving the club, and that is of course Manuel Akanji hopefully joining Inter. And the news here, according to Gianluca Di Marzio, is that Manuel Akanji might be moving to Inter for around 50 million euros. Inter are ready to put in an offer now, but they're still waiting for the green light from their president Steven Zhang. So there's that. I don't know when this transfer will actually go through. All I can say is that 50 million for a player of Manuel Akanji's quality is actually quite low. Sadly, I do not foresee any bidding wars anytime soon, so maybe we will get a surprise swap between Manuel Akanji and Cristiano Ronaldo, obviously, because Manuel Akanji always wanted to play for Manchester United, and we all know that Ronaldo is still sleeping in Borussia Dortmund bed sheets. That is obviously a known fact. And with that, we can move on to the next piece of news, which is that Otto Addo, Borussia Dortmund's top talent coach, is getting reinforcements. Daniel Rios and Erin Yilmaz will be added to the team. So what the top talent coaching staff does at Borussia Dortmund is basically help Dortmund's hottest talents along the way to the senior team, be it Bynoe-Gittens, Yusuf Moukoko, or now I guess Jaden Braff and Prince Aning among that group, where they sort of get some special help and treatment to make the progression much easier and faster. And yeah, they have more detail oriented work. So overall, I think it's a very necessary team to have among your coaching staff. And yeah, Daniel Rios is now 42 years old, and he used to play for the under-19 and under-23s of Borussia Dortmund. During that time, he became friends with Otto Addo, and Rios has been an assistant coach for the BVB under-19s for 7 years before his now new role. And Yilmaz was Sebastian Gebhardt's assistant coach at Borussia Dortmund's under-17s. Gebhardt is now Edin Terzic's assistant coach, of course. And with that, we can move on to the next story, and that is that Julian Brandt wants to stay at Borussia Dortmund. That was sort of news that was broken by Patrick Berger on die Dortmund-Woche. the Sport 1 Borussia Dortmund podcast that they do, and it's actually a nice listen, nice hour-long listen. Basically he said that Julian Brandt told his father and agent that he wants to focus on Borussia Dortmund now, and any queries from other clubs should be declined in the meantime for this transfer window. And if we also want to have one last news item, if you will, is that Sergio Gomez, who of course used to play for Borussia Dortmund for a short little while, is now a Manchester City player, and not only just a Manchester City player, no, he was signed as a left back, which might of course be surprising to some, because at Dortmund he did not play left back, he was a central midfielder. But I think on the last update I was talking about Guerrero to Man City rumors, and I think with Sergio Gomez joining Man City, those should be squashed. So that is it for today. As always, thanks for tuning in, and I will catch you next time. Goodbye.